Hey, this Omar, and just doing a quick recap. Uh, the Jets versus the Bills, and yeah, man, the them peoples is tough right there. Dude on the screen, he ready. He ready. He about to be that next dude that people talking about. Like, how we talk about what Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of guys where everybody just say, yeah, hands down, he that guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, he done switched a lot of things up. Got them boys believing. Not just him, Joe. He come with an element, but definitely it's the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Rob, Saleh, the coach, he got a type of, you know, we not going for that type of shit, type of energy about himself, and the whole team is kind of like is feeding off of it. You feel me? The only thing holding them back is the quarterback play, Zach Wilson. But aside from that, they feel like they can bang with anybody, and they showed it last night. Everybody been on Buffalo nuts for the whole season, talking about they actually had the audacity, like the straight capping, talking about they was gonna go undefeated. And I'm looking at the schedule, and I'm like, yo. And I said this before. People could check back, you could check back on my earlier videos when I was talking about Buffalo, but talking about that division. But I was saying that I don't see that because I said the Jets got certain pieces that I know gonna cause problems for Buffalo. Miami got certain pieces that's gonna cause problems for Buffalo. So I said they not gonna just house their division because at first and before the season, I thought it was the AFC West that's the strongest in the conference, but now it's looking like it's the AFC East. You know what I'm saying? And the Jets, they some dogs on defense. They come with it. You know what I'm saying? They hit you in the mouth and all that, and you can see, Josh Allen had his worst game of the season. You know what I'm saying? You look in the first half. You know what I'm saying? They scored 14 points. They scored 14 points in the first half. In the second half, they only had 3. That's called coaching right there. They made the adjustments. All of a sudden, Josh Allen throwing it into the dirt, throwing it into the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta press that button on him, and for the most part, that's really who he is. He look all good when he styling on you, and he facing a team that's like they quit, but the Jets they got hit in the mouth a few times like a 4-piece. And they ate that shit and said, all right, we still standing. So once they kept standing, they was like, man, we gonna kind of like tighten these boys up. And they definitely did that. Josh Allen was 18 to 34, 205, and 2 interceptions. A passer rating of 46.8. You know what I'm saying? That's like his worst performance. You know what I'm saying? He got sacked 5 times because the Jets they got some dogs on the edge. Yeah. Uh, Diggs, he did his thing. Normally he get between 90 and 100, but a touchdown. But he didn't get no touchdown yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He had 5 for 93. The longest was the 42. So if you take that 42 out of the equation, the other 4, he only had he had let me see. Yeah, he had 51 yards, 51 on 4. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, Sauce kind of shut him down. You know what I'm saying? And Davis, he ain't do much. He had 2 for 33. Knox had 3 for 25. So, sacking wise, they had 2 as a team. Von Miller, he had a sack, and then Hamilton, he had the upper sack. Uh, you slide over the time of possession right there. Third down conversions. Buffalo actually was pretty good on third down. They was 8 of 13. and the Jets were 5 of 13. But time of possession, the Jets had them by five more minutes. They had it for 32 minutes, 44, and then the Bills had it for 27. 16. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, the fact that, like I said, the second half, it was a tale of two halves. The first half, Buffalo was on their neck, and, they was like, I guess, kind of getting adapted to the speed and how Josh Allen moving. And I'm talking about he doing big ass runs and he just making key first downs. So it was like, yo, it might be a long day, but the Jets have shown, like, throughout this season, they've been a second half team, and they definitely make the proper adjustments for every team that they go against. And so when you seen that they, they was like not scared. You know what I'm saying? Zach Wilson, he being a game manager, 18 to 25, 154 and a touchdown. Michael Carter, he had a touchdown run. He had 12 for 76 and one touchdown. Robinson had 13 to 48. So Garrett Wilson, he that dude for them. He had 8 receptions for 92. And they just solid, man. You go down to sacks, and they was just going crazy on that line. That line been solid all year. And the Jets just was punking that line, you know what I'm saying? Cut through that line all sorts of kind of ways. They ended up having 5 sacks. So, the Jets, they got their attention. You feel me? Buffalo might have been coming like, yeah, everybody on their sacks, and yeah, just the personnel groupings, and yeah, can't nobody fuck with them. Just showed, that's everybody but us. That's how they took it, and they went out there, and they got hit in the mouth, and they came back and hit them people back in the mouth a few times and some. And so, Sauce definitely he coming with a vibe like, yeah, he trying to be up there, spoken about like, yeah, one of them top dudes. Like I said earlier, Marshawn Lattimore type of guy. Uh, Slade Jr., Bradbury, you know, just whoever you label as the top corner, Surtain from Denver, all them type of guys, Diggs from the Cowboys, all them people that you saying is that dude. He definitely that dude, and he don't get beat that much, and he swat the ball. He ain't getting a ton of NOs, but he's swatting the ball. Oh yeah, and the kid from Seattle though, it's a kid from Seattle. People also got to pay attention to him. He kind of been doing this thing too, that people ain't really talking about. But yeah, man, the Jets, they gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they D could go from city to city. You feel me? Zach all he just got to do is not turn the ball over, and they pretty much gonna be in most of the games that they play. So yeah, that was a one of the more impressive wins of the season thus far. Yeah, the Miami one was cool. Well, that was a cool win because it was like they was just throwing the ball all over the lot on Buffalo, but this one was just more of a physical type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like getting punked or whatever. And some people didn't think that, Buffalo had it in them because I don't know. I think the spread was 6.5 though. I might be off though. I think it was 6.5, but yeah, it's highly impressed. I'm a dude. I got an AFC mob, and they gonna be tough. They probably thinking like, yo, we don't need no home game, and they just gonna come up in your house and try to rough you up and see if you gonna say something about it. So I was like, dang, just appreciating good defense, good coaching, and just how they've cut him up that fast with just the drafting from the top, putting certain pieces that the coach could work with, and the development that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, you got to give them props. You know what I'm saying? And so, they definitely gonna be a team that you need to pay attention to moving forward. All right, that's my thoughts on it. Thanks for listening.